Agent.
You go for it.
Okay. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division. The fired?
I guess like ice.
Or FIRE for short.
Coco's Night here, so how may I help you? Tentacles? Yeah. Good evening, Coco Kire.
Yo. We're girlfriends now.
Where did you learn to make it?
The
A little
internet.
voice in my head.
How's your game doing, by the way?
Actually, I have some good news about it.
What is it?
The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year.
Gamers aren't stupid. Myrtle looks at the camera.
Yep. Hello everyone and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Coco and Ray are here and we are continuing Coffee Talk.
Such a chill game.
Mm-hmm.
October 1st, 2020. Was that really a Thursday? I wonder.
That'd be interesting if it was.
Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised.
I love that image.
It's the little bubble girl.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020.
It's Neil Gaiman, so Gil Nyman and Maruki Harukami to collaborate for a new IP.
Before we do this, let's look at what updates we have. So, Gala is complete now. Favorite things, food, anything warm and made with ginger, music, Metal Maiden, books, Full Metal Jarhead, what I'm doing with my life, trying to heal myself by helping other people, hide. What I'm doing with my life, currently a model, past stock trader, entrepreneur, venture capitalist. Myrtle. Favorite things, me time. What I'm doing with my life, as I've stated before, working on Full Metal Conflict series. I guess this is like one of her fellow programmers. I thought we might. Hopefully we'll meet them soon. Rachel. Hi there, I'm Rachel Florencia. You might have seen me on your screen singing, dancing, or modeling, working on a new album especially for you right now.
Please write your profile here.
Trying to be a better father while running a record store. Oh, did she change her? Yeah, she changed her profile pic. That's super cute.
Yeah.
So did she? Aww.
All of these photos are really cute.
Yeah. Let's see. Did we read? Alright, I think we read this one. Yeah, we read this one. I don't think we read this one. A stray boy and a lonely cat. Midnight. The boy arrives at his home. The ticking sound of the cooling engine fills the dark, empty garage, followed by the scrape of the rusty metal door being forcefully closed. He leaves the garage, and there she is, waiting for him to come back home. She always waits in the same spot, around the same time. The boy always smiles when he sees her. Meow. The cat calls the boy, demanding the treatment she always receives from him every night, in the same spot, around the same time. He laughs quietly as he walks up to join her. You've been waiting for me, haven't you? Here, come here, says the boy to the cat while he pets her fur. The cat purrs loudly and refuses to stand still. She dances around him, stands up tall on 2 feet, rubs her head against his shin, and shares her affection while enjoying their nightly routine. Until suddenly, the boy decides that their interaction is enough for the day. He stands up, walks away from her, and closes his door. The cat understands that their time for the day is up. They both return to their own lives. The boy did not give the cat something to eat, and the cat did not sleep next to him to help him relax, for she was not his, and he was not hers.
It's a little hard for me to read when it's this
Alright,
resolution.
Let me up the
Okay.
quality a little. There we go.
Beautiful. Loving in silence. It was a Saturday night. As usual, I picked her up from her apartment for another Saturday night date. I used the word another, but to be honest, this was the first actual Saturday night date we'd done since I don't even know when. It wasn't every week a cool event related to our hobby happened, so we, or I suppose I should say, weren't going to miss this chance for a cozy evening in her apartment. We'd only been dating for 4 months, and I kid you not, we couldn't have been more different. I'm the type of person who feels restless if I don't go out on the weekend, while she'd prefer to lock her apartment from the inside, flush the key down the toilet, and never leave again. Big mood. That's why me going out to her apartment on the weekend was the fairest option for both of us. I mean, we can just order food online and chill without having to worry about the traffic. Ain't that cool? That's what she said whenever I asked if she wanted to eat out somewhere. That happened a lot in our first month together. After that, I just tried to get used to it. We drove to the event. It wasn't that far, but traffic's always ridiculous on the weekend. Throughout the drive, we barely spoke. Total silence except for the music playing from my playlist. If she knew the song, we would sing along to the song. If not, then total silence it was. When we arrived at the event, she changed. She became the most outgoing, friendly, and talkative person around. Even I was nothing compared to her, and I usually consider myself a very talkative person. We said hi to everyone we knew, and some we didn't, then we tried all the games being showcased there. We sat next to each other, trying one game after another, commenting on the story, art, music, gameplay, atmosphere, any other aspects you might use to judge a game. But when we played, we just played. No talking through the playthrough. Total silence, as if she was recharging spent energy from all the interacting she'd done before. Back in her apartment, we didn't talk much. We made 2 cups of green tea latte for both of us, and then we watched Netflix together with only a few words traded. "Don't you feel bored dating me?" she asked. "Really, this again?" "I know. I'm sorry to bring this up again, but you were so silent today I thought you were mad at me." "Honey, I'm not mad at you. Why would I be? I don't know, it's just that I'm super introverted, you're super extroverted, and there are times when I feel like I'm holding you back from your true self. You're just overthinking things, honey. Tonight was amazing, and I can't thank you enough for being willing to join me and sacrifice your stay-at-home relaxation time. We both know how much you love staying in and how rarely you get the chance to do it. Why do you like me? You've asked this question a dozen times in the last 4 months, you know." I nudged her and smiled. I just wanted to make sure," she said and started crying. Hey, don't be sad, it's okay. And to answer your question, I don't know why I like you." That answer again. "Because it's true. All I know is I feel comfortable around you." I just feel happy, calm, and I don't know. Do I need to know? That sounds dangerous, liking someone without knowing the reason. Oh, believe me, dear, I was confused for the longest time before I realized. It's actually the best feeling I've ever had. How about you? Why do you like me? Who said I liked you? I was speechless for a moment. She grinned at me and giggled through the remains of her tears. You should have seen your face. Oh my god, don't mess around with me like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Good, it means you weren't lying about your feelings, she smiled. You haven't even answered my question. It's a secret. That's not fair, I told you mine. I hate to break it to you, but I don't know is not a proper answer, my dear. But it's an honest one. I know. We stayed silent again. So that was my introvert girlfriend and me. My answer to her was obviously a lie. Not knowing why you like someone is super scary, but I never imagined being able to feel like that for anyone other than her. At least, that's how I wish things could be, I thought as I drove back home, alone in my car, in total silence. Okay.
That was sweet, but I'm not sure what the ending is supposed to mean.
No, me neither.
Let me reread that last bit. Yeah, I don't get what the implication is there.
I just don't think Freya's a very good writer.
The only reason to learn how to fly. It happened again, I told her as I exhaled smoke. What? I took the train once to get here and fell in love twice. Not this again, she sighed, looking like she wanted to stub her own cigarette out on my face. I just can't help it. She said nothing. It's way easier, you know? Seeing someone from afar, letting your imagination roam as you daydream about how he or she lives, ignoring the fact that what you see is not the way they really are. It's way easier. You can't keep doing this to yourself. You know you need something real. I mean, this might be a stupid suggestion, but you're still using that dating app, right? Try to be more open-minded while you use it. I agree. Good. I agree that was a stupid suggestion. She looked pissed. I couldn't blame her. It's not like this was the first time we'd talked about this. In fact, this conversation tended to happen around once a season. You need to stop overthinking, go out, and stop putting impossible expectations on people. You know, I can't do that. I've tried. I get overexcited at any opportunity. And how's that served you so far? Now I was the one who said nothing. I'm afraid, I said. Of what? Of what will come later. I'm afraid that even if I find the right person for me, that the people around me won't accept them, whoever they are. Fuck the people around you. Another suggestion, I could be jailed for that. Okay. She took a long drag of her cigarette and narrowed her eyes at me. What happened to you recently? Huh? You don't usually overthink quite this much, so something must have just happened. The truth is, something did happen. Something too silly to even be discussed. But she knew me. She knew about my problems. So I told her. I watched a stand-up comedy show. Seriously? It's true! I watched one of my favorite stand-up comedians. I knew he'd recently got married to someone else he loves. Someone I thought was very similar to him. All this time I thought he took the easy way out, finding someone who'd quickly be accepted by the family he was born in and the family he's about to make. But it turned out his journey was far from easy. There were hardships I never knew he faced, and when he talked about it, it scared me. Why? The fact that I'll have to deal with it someday, the fact that I might have to choose between... I sighed. At least when I see people on the train imagining a life with them, those imaginary people don't create these kinds of problems. They do create a different kind of problem, though. She's right. You know, sometimes I feel like I want to go to the tallest building in the city and just jump, I said. To die? That's not to fly, you fool. Because if that really happened, all the things that are scaring me won't matter. I can fly. Why the hell would I still care about all these boring everyday problems? Ain't that the dream, weirdo? She said as she lit another cigarette, leaving the discussion unresolved until it comes back around with the spring rains. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with?
There is definitely something that you can do.
What is it?
Can we work here?
Excuse me? What?
Is it possible for us to work here?
What? Why?
We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Oh no, is it that money is attractive?
Yep.
Communication is very important on Earth. And Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and nonverbal communication here.
Yes. But I can see your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you've arrived.
That is true. But it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we have learned. We learned them here. This made us think. Instead of just focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly.
Aw, I'm proud of you, buddy. Sounds like a good strategy.
That is why we asked you to allow us to work here.
Because you want to interact with our customers.
That is correct.
I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you are applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all.
This planet is ridiculous. There's processes for everything.
Let me think it over if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow.
Oh, no. We are sorry for our spontaneity. But it has to be today.
May I know why?
There's a concert I want to go to tomorrow. Because we're leaving for an event tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
I love them so much. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you'll give the cup to the customer.
Understood.
There are other things you need to keep in mind.
What is that?
Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they won't want to talk about anything.
How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not?
That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language.
Nonverbal signs?
Yes.
That will be very hard for us.
Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking. Or when you should stop.
Thank you. We will need that so much.
Well, that's basically all you need to do here.
Do we need a special outfit for the job?
Not really. No.
Put an apron on him.
Yes! Oh, yes!
Yes!
I'll lend you an apron, though, to help keep your suit clean. And to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation. But it will make you look more legit for the job.
That is a very Earthling thing to do.
It is. By the way, this guy came around. I should probably tell you about him.
Yeah.
Alright then. Are you ready for this?
We are.
Okay. Let's start the night.
Welcome. Holy wow! What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Coco Kire, what's going on here?
Well, Neil is working here tonight.
And I thought I was the one who brought bad... I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero. What the heck? What? For an alien invasion!
It's not that. Neil's just helping out.
You've never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. To have Earth conquer us.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who's getting help from the barista. Not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived, and we have come to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this?
On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate.
Fair trade. What's in it for you, then? I don't have to talk to you.
I get to be with Neil.
Yeah.
What?
You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask.
Can I get a hug?
Aww.
Don't mention it.
Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here.
Freya.
If I still need to write for the paper again.
What happened?
The chief found out.
Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday?
Yes.
How did she find out?
You remember my fateful meeting with the higher-up?
In the elevator?
Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift. And the higher-up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office. And things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course.
I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now?
Write the goddamn novel, I guess. Write
Yeah.
the goddamn novel, Freya!
And after that?
Hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Freya. Sorry, Miss Freya. But we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? You allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink.
Aww.
You have money?
Well, I mean, they have paid us before.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil.
That was the best thing to do according to our senses.
It was.
So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. Our favorite. Anything.
Oh.
I trust you with the decision.
Should we give her the Milky Way? What does your brain say?
The brain is saying something that we never learned. So, no, not the Milky Way and not even, like, the triple espresso. I don't know why it's recommending this one.
What is
Should we
it?
try it?
Yeah.
It's coffee, mint, and honey.
Black magic. Huh. I can't remember that name popping up. Yeah.
Yeah. Here is your drink.
Sweet, cool, and magically wakes you up.
Especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks. But today I might have an idea why.
How far along are you with the novel?
I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Not that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood...
That sounds doable. Even without the caffeine infusion.
Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies. About all the races. And we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just...
Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee.
Oh. We are glad to hear that, then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language.
It will always be hard. It's hard for us too. Languages will keep on changing.
Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask. Ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number. But full-time, I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day.
Ugh, I wish that were me. That's a lot.
That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, The standard number of words for the thing that you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 50,000 words.
15.
Oh, it's 15,000. Okay, way better.
That's pretty big for a pitch draft.
Well, it's GRA Media. The biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. Ha 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 ha! I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories.
Purple prose would dominate the world and I'd have to jump off the planet.
That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter. Even for Earthlings. Yep. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand. From languages to arts. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. Yeah, I don't know about
that. As someone who doesn't know when to shut up when writing and is incredibly verbose, I wish I could be more concise.
So it is still a valid parameter? Definitely. Definitely not Freya, come on.
Yeah, I think the only thing word count counts for is what categorization it falls under. Novel, poetry, short story, vignette.
Whether or not I'm going to read it. Cool. That didn't sound like you at all, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth.
But with that, we will go ahead and end the episode right here. Thank you folks for joining us and see you next time.
See you next time.